Representative Matthew Dowling is on his way out of the State House of Representatives. After driving drunk and crashing into another car in June, Dowling went to rehab and decided not to seek re-election.
Thank God it was only a fender bender and that no one was hurt.
Dowling admits he made a mistake, and as he prepares to leave office, he's introducing one last bill. It would create a registry that would allow people to sign up and be banned from purchasing alcohol in the state for 5 years.
We are replicating what's already being done by the Gaming Control Board with casinos in Pennsylvania, and it's worked very well for them.
The list would be entirely voluntary, and it's written so that it can't be used as part of any potential court proceedings.
I didn't want this to be forced upon a person, because if it's forced on a person, it's not really going to work as intended.
The idea is to allow people to recognize they have a problem and do something about it before it's too late. A small step that Dowling believes can go a long way.
If a bill like this can save just one life, whether it be the life of the alcoholic or the life of a victim of a drunk driving episode, it doesn't matter. If we save just one life, it's worth doing this.
Now, Dowling says he doesn't expect this bill to pass soon with the legislative session winding down, but he's hopeful it's something his colleagues will consider even after he leaves office in December. Reporting in Greensburg, Jim Madalinsky, Pittsburgh's Action News 4.